Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes people can play around with words and whatever. Many business mentors are people who are already in business, who the person looks up to and wants them to coach them. Now, that can work, but if the person hasn't got a process, a system, and is not really understands how to coach, being a buddy who's done it before doesn't necessarily mean you can do it for somebody else. And a lot of people say, well, what do you mean? But then if you look at sport, for example, is always the example I gave. Was Pele the best coach in the world? He never became a coach. And many ex-footballers try to be coaches, but it doesn't work. So to tell somebody to do what you did, you don't necessarily have a science or a system or the ability to get across to somebody to be able to do what you did. And also, what if they're different? What if they have slightly different goals, they're not as good as you, they have slightly different abilities? You've got to find a way of getting the best out of them. That's a different skill. So just saying you did it and copy me, yes, can work in some situations in an industry, but actually there's a lot more nuances than that. And unless the person's got a wider understanding of how business works, just telling you to do what I did doesn't necessarily work. So that's the risk, I think, with having an action coach who has a structured system that can show you the mechanics of a core business rather than just do as I said or do as I did. Well, with all the mistakes they made as well, probably.